Hello all, we are here to discuss previous year gate questions. So here this question is from Theory of Machines. Question says that a schematic of an epicyclic gear train is shown in the figure. The sun gear, which is gear 1, and planet gear, which is gear 2, are external, and the ring gear, which is gear 3, is internal. Now gear 1, gear 3 and arm OP are pivoted to the ground at O. Gear 2 is carried on the arm OP via the pivot joint at P and is in mesh with the other two gears. Gear 2 has 20 teeth and Gear 3 has 80 teeth. If Gear 1 is kept fixed at 0 rpm and Gear 3 rotates at 900 rpm counterclockwise, then the magnitude of angular velocity of arm OP is in rpm. We would calculate. Here, let us solve this problem with the tabular method, right, of solving this epicyclic gear train. So for that, what we are going to do is, first we are going to write what are the components, right? So let us say the components arm, then we are having this gear 1, then this gear 2, and then gear 3. Now let us give first plus 1 revolution, right, to gear 1. Here arm is fixed, so arm is fixed. Gear 1 is given plus 1 revolution. So gear 2 will have minus T1 by T2 because driver upon driven. So here this negative sign shows that both gears are in external mesh. So we have considered that plus as counterclockwise, right, and this clockwise is negative. So if gear 1 is moving counterclockwise, then gear 2 will move clockwise because they are in external mesh with each other. Now if you go to gear 3, then gear 2 and gear 3 are internal mesh. So whatever gear 2 speed is mentioned as minus T1 by T2, it will be again multiplied by the number of teeth on driver upon driven, that is T2 by T3. Right, and here sign is not going to change because gear 2 and gear 3 are in internal mesh with each other. Now the same thing can be applied if the revolution is plus x and still arm is fixed, right, in place of plus 1. It will be plus x, then minus x T1 by T2, and then minus x T1 by T3. I am writing directly because T2 will be cancelled out. So here, if we give plus y revolution to everyone, right, then what is going to happen is finally we will have the revolution for each component as arm will have plus y, this gear 1 will have x plus y, gear 2 will have y minus x T1 by T2, and this will have y minus x T1 by T3. Now these are the speed we are having, right? This is for RPM for arm, then this is RPM for gear 1, gear 2 and gear 3, right? So now in case of this number of teeth, we are given number of teeth on gear 2 and number of teeth on gear 3, right? But we are not having number of teeth on gear 1. So we need to first calculate T1, right? We don't know what is T1. So for that, if you see this geometry, so from the geometry, here you can see that R1 plus 2 times R2 is equal to R3, right? This you can consider as R1. This you can consider as 2 times R2. Right? This is R1. This is 2 times R2. This is nothing but this R3, right? Full you take, right? Then you take the R3 one. So now this is the relation from geometry. Now R can be further written in terms of module and number of teeth, right? Because module is what? Module is the diameter upon number of teeth. Diameter is nothing but radius upon 2, right? So from this, what you can write is radius can be written in terms of module and number of teeth. So R can be written as mt by 2. So if I replace, then here model will be same because the gears are in match with each other. So model will be same. So mt1 by 2 plus 2 mt2 by 2 will be equal to mt3 by 2. So from this you can have this t1 plus 2t2 plus t4 t3. Now you have t2 and t3. So t1 is equal to t3 is 18 minus 2 times t2, that is 20. So from this t1 will be equal to 40. So now you have t1, right? So you can write for each term, right? This is this n for arm is equal to y, n1 is equal to x plus y, n2 is equal to y minus this t1 by t2 is 40 by 20, right? So 40 by 20 into x, which is y minus 2x, and n3 is equal to y minus x. T1 by t3, t1 is 40 and t3 is 80, so it will be y minus x by 2. Now you are having all these things with you. Now what we require to calculate is y. So let us use the given data. So given data is n1 is given as 0. It means x plus y will be 0. It means x can be considered as minus y. Right. So you are provided that x is equal to minus y from n1 is equal to 0. Now if we see the other data, right? If you see the other data, then gear 3 rotates at 900 counterclockwise. So we have n3, right? And n3 is y minus x by 2. That is plus 900 because we have considered counterclockwise as positive. So n3 is equal to y minus x by 2 plus 900. So from this, let us take this x is minus y. So if you put x is minus 5, then you will have this y plus y by 2, that is 3 by 2, 5 is 900. It means y is equal to 600, and it is coming positive, it is counterclockwise. So this is the RPM of arm, right? So your answer will be plus 600 RPM. So that answer will type here, right? Here any magnitude they have asked, right? So the 600 RPM is the magnitude. Okay, thank you.